Hello, I Nirmala Rawat welcome you to my YouTube channel Hari Sadhana 108. In last part, Soma narrated to Anusuya and her mother the places Shri Ram and Mata Sita went before returning to Ayodhya. Moving on to part 2, chapter 17, the return of Ayodhya. Soma continues. There was a great celebration when they returned to Ayodhya. I have no words to describe the joy I felt in seeing Mata and Shri Ram again. But I also saw the toll the long journey and her tapasya had taken on her. Her beauty was as striking as before, unchanged, except perhaps it was a more mature beauty. But I felt a weakening in her life energy. Nobody else seemed aware of it, but I could not help but notice, and in my joy there was also sadness. Her sacrifice had taken a toll. The same may have been true for Shri Ram, but I was not close to him, and so I could not tell. I knew Mata so well that I could see it in the steps she took, the pace with which she walked, the way in which she spoke. One thing everyone noticed is that the youthful couple that had left Ayodhya 14 years earlier was now a mature and accomplished pair, more deeply bonded to each other, more open with their love and complete dedication to one another. I did not ask Mata any questions about her long journey, but she pressed me about other servants who had come from Mithila and who didn't survive to see her return, about the Maharanis and all the others. Her first thought upon arriving was for her sister Urmila, who had been doing intense meditation during their long journey. That was a happy reunion. You can imagine the joy everyone felt. The coronation of Shri Ram as king took place, and Rani Mata settled back into the palace life. Many changes had come to Ayodhya during the 14 years. The city had grown, trade had increased, new lands had been acquired, and many foreign traders and visitors now flooded the streets and markets, making the streets less safe than they once had been. It was considered unwise for women to wander the streets alone. We were all confined to the palace much more than previously. This was a reality Mata had difficulty accepting, especially after years of wandering at will through the forests. One day, Mata and Shri Ram were driving in their chariot when suddenly, as they approached the market, Mata asked the charioteer to stop. She quickly stepped down and hurried toward a stall selling plant medicines. A man was there seeking some remedy for his ill mother. You will not find what you need here. She hurried to inform him. Follow me. The man recognized her and, greatly surprised that she would stop for him, didn't know what to do. But she urged him again, and he followed her down to the river. The guards who had been accompanying the chariot did their best to keep up with her. Once they reached the river, she pointed to the other side. You will find there the plant to treat your mother's ailment. She then described the plant in great detail and told him how to prepare it for his mother. When she has recovered, please ask her to come see me, Mata requested with a smile. Then, seeing the guards approaching, Mata turned before he could even thank her and hurried back. Shri Ram had stepped down from the chariot and was calmly waiting for her. But the guards were beside themselves with fear that something could have happened to her. He put their concerns to rest. If all the demons of Lanka could not harm her, do not worry about the people of Ayodhya or the foreigners, he assured them. Word spread through the palace, and the chief of the guards came to Shri Ram, pleading with him to restrain Mata's movements. Some week later, I was outside by the palace gate when I saw a woman being turned away. I recognized her at once as the woman who had gone down to the river every day to pray for Mata during the exile. What did that woman want? I asked the guard. This is the second time she has come requesting to meet the Maharani. I told her to go to the public audience where anyone can approach her and the Maharaja, but she has refused, saying it is a private matter. That evening, I told Mata what had happened. Mata was thoughtful. It was her son who was seeking medicine for her. I saw him in the market. After directing him to the right herbs, I asked him to tell her to come see me when she had recovered. I am so sorry she was turned away. Shri Ram entered at that moment and, seeing the disturbed look on Mata's face, said quietly, Sita, do what you need to do. Mata nodded. Mata told me to come get her before dawn with trays of flowers and incense, as if preparing for a river puja, and bring me some of your clothes, Soma. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you for watching or listening. Keep watching and listening. Stay tuned for the next part. Jai Shri Ram.